Hello, my name is Dean Cutler with Construction Ready. Today we're going to wire a simple circuit using a power adapter, a single pole switch, a keyless, and a 12-volt light bulb. The tools we'll be using today: lineman pliers are used to cut wires. The needle nose pliers are used to bend terminal loops. Wire strippers are used to strip the outside coating of the wire. Diagonal pliers are used to cut in hard to reach places. Cable rippers that are used to rip the outside coating off of the cable. We have a slotted screwdriver. We have a Phillips screwdriver. Of course, we can't forget our safety glasses and our cut-proof gloves. We are going to test the circuit with a power adapter. A link to the power adapter can be found below. Wago connectors to connect the power adapter to the circuit, and a Milwaukee battery. The items you'll need for this project: a piece of 2x4, this one is 20 inches long. You'll need a metal handy box, a metal octagon box, 4 Romex box connectors, a keyless lamp holder, a single pole switch. This is a 12-volt light bulb, wire nuts. You'll need 12-2 Romex cable. This is 12-3 Romex cable, which we'll be using in the next project. Once you have your boxes affixed to your 2x4 and your Romex box connectors attached, you're ready to begin wiring the project. Using your Phillips screwdriver, you're going to loosen the Romex connectors like so. You're going to feed your Romex into the box. You will need a hand's length of cable inside of each box. Once you have it entered into the box, you will tighten the Romex connector down to hold the cable. You will then use your lineman pliers to cut the cable to the appropriate length. Now that we have our Romex ran, this is our source bringing power into the first box. This cable runs from the first box to the second box, ensuring that we have roughly hand's length of cable in each box. Next, we'll use our cable ripper to expose our wires. We'll slide the cable ripper down, squeeze and pull back. We'll do that with each one of the wires. Once we've exposed the wires, we use our diagonal pliers to cut off the excess insulation inside the box, like so. At this point, let's talk about what we have. In your first box, we have a piece of 14-2 cable that is bringing power from our source. In a house situation, this would be your panel box. The bare wire represents the ground. The black wire represents power, 120 volts of electricity, and the white wire is your neutral. In this first box, we will be mounting a single pole switch. It has an off and an on labeled on the toggle. That will mount in this box. In the octagon box, we will mount this keyless. This keyless is what holds the light bulb. It's called a keyless lamp holder. Let's connect those now. Let's talk about how to wire up a single pole switch. As stated previously, a single pole switch controls the flow of electricity. In these 3 wires here, the black wire is the one that carries the electricity. The bare wire is the ground, which will connect to the green screw. The white wire is neutral. The neutral wire will connect to this white wire, therefore transferring the neutral from this into the next box. Let's wire this now. Using my wire strippers, notice it has numbers 10, 12, 14, 16, and 18. That's for the gauge wire. Since we're using 14 gauge wire, we'll use the 3rd hole from the bottom. We'll expose all 4 wires at this time. The first wire we will connect is the bare wire. We will connect it using what's referred to as a pigtail. We've acquired a separate piece of bare wire. We'll join all 3 at the top. Using our lineman pliers, we will twist them together nice and neatly. Trim off the end, connect them together using a wire nut. Tuck the excess wire into the bottom of the box, like so. Next, we'll take our neutral wires, twist them together using the lineman pliers, trim off the end, We'll fold it down neatly into the bottom of the box. Next, we'll take our needle nose pliers and create terminal loops to connect our wires to our single pole switch. Using our slotted screwdriver, we'll connect our ground wire. The direction the terminal loop goes is the same direction that the screw turns, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Therefore, our terminal loop will go on like so. We'll close that down just a little bit. Next, we'll hook up our black wires. Again, making sure that the terminal loop goes in the same direction as the screw turns. To recap, our black wire went to our single pole switch. The black wire coming from the keyless goes to our switch. Our ground wires were pigtailed together and hooked to the green terminal. Our neutral wires were stripped and connected together using a wire nut. Next, we will connect our keyless. Let's look at the terminal screws on the back of the keyless. You have 2 gold screws, which is for your power, which is the black wire. You have 2 silver screws, which is for your neutral, which is your white wire. In this situation, the bare wire, which is the ground, will mount to the bottom of the box. Using our Phillips screwdriver, we'll loosen the screw in the bottom of the box. Connect our ground screw to the bottom. Connect our ground to the silver screw. Our power wire to the gold screw. Once we've connected the power adapter by using the red wire to the black, black wire to the white to ensure polarity is correct, we're ready to test the circuit. And the circuit works as it should.